Hey there, welcome. Turbokick day 2. Let's really quickly just go over those punches that we learned last time, and then we'll jump right into our warm-up. Alright, so if you remember our ready position, one foot slightly in front of the other. Knees bent, you're on your toes. Give me a big shoulder roll up, back, and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze your elbows in, guard up. Thumbs on the outside of your fists, fists by your cheekbones. Now we're ready. Jab, punch straight out to the side or straight out to the front, not crossing that midline. Cross. You cross your body, dropping your back knee, pivoting on your back foot. Okay, now your chest is close to the front of the room. Cross. Hook. You lead with your chest and hips and hook all the way through, punching towards the back of the room. Arm stays at a 90-degree angle, parallel to the ground, and uppercut. Fist is up, down by the hips. You bend, crunching your abs towards your hip, down and out. Ready? Let's give it a try.
To round 52.
Ready? Here we go. Start in that ready position. On your toes, give me a big shoulder roll up, back, and down. Sit into those hips, guard up. We're going to start stepping on our left foot, rolling our shoulders. Here we go. Step, roll, 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 roll. Thumbs pointing towards the ground. Arms are straight, but not locked. Pivot on those feet. Let's try the jabs. Here we go. Step, 2, jab, step, 2, jab. Guard stays up, shoulders stay down. Singles, step, jab, jab. Straight towards me. Tuck your abs in. 2 steps, 1, cross. Pivot on the back foot. You got it. Pivot. Can you drop that knee? Singles. Singles, singles. Shoulders down. Hook. 2 step and hook. 2 step and hook. Good. Single it out. Hook. Hook. 90 degrees in those elbows. Last one. Uppercut. 1. Crunch up. 1. Crunch up. Good. Single it out. Step up, up, up. Straight back to guard. 3 steps, 1 knee. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Right and left. Good. Woo! Crunching those abs. All the way up, all the way down. Singles. Strike, strike. Imagine you're holding something in your hand. Break it over your knee. Break, break. Moving on the side. Crunching my abs. Good. 8 knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hold the left foot up. Breathe. Kick through. Stand up. Way down. And lift. Press your hips back. Remember, I don't care about the arm. You're stretching your hamstrings. Good. Hold it down. Crunch till it comes up. Good. Reach up and pull. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Open up your chest. Lean back. And press your feet. Again. Speed. Can you brush with both hands? Woo! Again. Activate your triceps. Doing great. Hold it down. Hips are back. Press your toe down. And open. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Doing great. Double it up. 2 and switch. Alright, don't let your toe go past your knee or past your toe. Hold. Check it. Needs to be right up your ankle. Open into the long lunge. Low or high. Okay. Press your heel back. Open up your hip flexor. Foot comes in. Drop your knee. Tuck your hips under. Stretch your quads. Steps. Steps. Good. Arms can be here. They can be out. They can be up. Wherever you're comfortable. Modification here. You're stepping. We're doing the same thing on the other side. 3 steps and a knee. 1, 2, and right. And and left. Woo! I hope you're feeling warm. I am. Good. Single it out. Again, look at me from the side. I'm crunching my abs, pressing my hips forward, breaking something over my knee. Breathe. 8 knees. Here we go. Look this way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Pull the left up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. Now we'll blast it up. Breathe. Kick through. This hand this time. Reach down and push. Reach and push. If you don't like the arm, you're right here. Pushing back your hips. Hold it down. Toe comes up. Stretch your hamstrings. Reach up and pull. Reach. Then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open up your chest. Good. Speed back. Drop your knee. And press your shoe. Can you speed back a little faster? Let's get the triceps going. 2 more. Woo! Last one. Good. Hold it down. And press your toe down. Open. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Good. Double it up. 2 and switch. 2 and switch. Hold it over. Check to see where your knee is. Should be right over your ankle. No further. Open into a long lunge, low or high. Got it. Good. Bring your back foot in slightly. Drop your knee. Press your hips forward. You feel it right here. Jack it out. Jack and jack. All right. No rest for the weary. We're jumping right in. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Right foot in front. Ready position. Give me a big shoulder roll up, back and down. Guard up. Thumbs on the outside. Okay? So, I'm mirroring you. This is your right hand, right arm. Here we go. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. What are your feet doing? They should be pivoting in the back. Okay? Speed it up. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Good. Drop the hands for a second. Pay attention to this foot. This one, just marching. This one, turn it in. Come on. We're turning on those internal rotators. Right now. Pause. Jab, pivot. Jab, pivot. Jab, pivot. Speed it up. Here we go. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Straight back to your guard. We have 8. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Don't go anywhere. We're doing the same thing on the other side. Okay. Left foot in front. Left arm in front. You're on your toes. Shoulder roll back. Here we go. Jab on the side. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Look at my feet. Step. Pivot. Step. Pivot. Step. Pivot. Pick it up. Come on. Step. Pivot. Step. Pivot. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Keep your shoulders down and back. Good. Come on. Okay, drop the arms. Move the back foot. Pivot. 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 Over-exaggerate it. I want this glute to be sore. Come on. Pivot. Pivot. Ah! Couple more, come on. Jab, cross, jab, cross. We're there. Breathe through it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Grab some water. All right. Back to the right. Jab, cross, hook, upper cut. You ready? You're on your toes. Reset yourself. Get those shoulders back. Squeeze your abs. Push your glutes forward. Okay? None of this. Pull them under. Okay? Nice and slow. Here we go. Right, left, right, jab, cross, jab, whoops, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, jab, cross, hook, stay with it, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, step, pivot, jab, cross, hook, back to guard, come on, you ready to speed it up? Here we go, jab, cross, hook, up, jab, cross, hook, up, awesome. If you're still struggling to get those feet going, just do the feet, step, 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 you're through with me, jab, cross, hook, up, jab, cross, hook, up, come on, crunch it down, bend your knees, you won't be able to do anything with your feet, your knees straight, come on, crunch up, hook, up, hook, up, stay with it, come on, we got 8, woo, 7, woo, 6, come on, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1, shake it out, shake it out, okay, you're on the other side, left foot's in front now, shoulder roll back, squeeze those shoulders together, squeeze your abs, you're on your toes, jab, cross, hook, up, jab, cross, hook, up, step, pivot, step, pivot, left, right, come on, okay, pause, shake it out, don't go anywhere, we're speeding up, here we go, jab, cross, hook, up, jab, cross, hook, up, roll your shoulders back, I can see ya, they're coming up, press your glutes, squeeze your abs, and don't forget to breathe, come on, jab, cross, hook, up, jab, cross, hook, up, stay with it, check where your feet, step, pivot, step, pivot, step, pivot, step, pivot, you got it, alright, we got 8, crunch, 7, crunch, 6, come on, 4 more, 4, 3, check those feet, 2, and 1, woo, good work, how'd we do? We made it, good work. I don't know about you, I'm breathing hard, I'm sweating, you should be too. If you're not, go back and do that section again, okay? The great thing about this format is you can do the sections as many times as you feel like is beneficial for you. I break it down, then I speed it up. If you have trouble keeping up with the sped up time, go back and break it down again. Do it for yourself in the mirror a couple times, teach your brother or your sister who's at home and needs a break from their work, okay? And then speed it up with me when you feel ready. All right, we're gonna slow it back down and add in some new things. So, now that we've basically learned and mastered the very basic punches, we're gonna learn some knees, okay? Knees are the first thing that we do to up the energy with our lower body, okay? Granted, we have already been doing a lot of squats and lifts with our punches. Keep that up. This just grinds it up to the next level. All right, we've already seen several of these knees in our warm-up. So I'm going to just break that down for you to be sure you're doing it not only correctly in the warm-up, but correctly during the workout. It is very important for your body, if you pay attention from the very beginning, what muscles you're activating, what muscles you're working, and how you're using them, how you're tightening them. The most common things that I hear people struggle with in this class are lower back injuries and hamstring injuries, okay? So I will give you all the tools that you need to avoid those. You will be sore. I'm not guaranteeing that you won't be sore. I'm in fact guaranteeing that you will be. But if you follow these instructions, this will help you to not get injured. All right? Hamstrings are often the most tight muscles in the body, especially if you are a runner, okay? So be sure we're stretching those really well always. And the best way to protect your lower back is to squeeze your glutes and to squeeze your abs. I'm going to tell that to you 100 times every day in class, and you're still gonna not always do it, okay? So, I know that when you come and you email me and you say, Professor Elliott, I hurt my lower back, I'm like, all right, well, what do we have to do? We have to squeeze our abs, squeeze our glutes, okay? And you might also need to take it a little easier, that's fine. If this is the first time you've ever done anything like this, take it slow. I give you a lot of modifications and I encourage you to use them. Anytime you need to, stop the video, get water, okay? If I don't give you those breaks enough, take them, that's fine. This is for you to stay healthy. And because I'm not with you, I can't really gauge how the class is doing, so you have to monitor yourself, okay? So pause that video, grab some water, shake it out. All right, but I'm gonna show you what I mean about crunching my abs and squeezing my glutes up. All right, so I'm gonna turn from this to the side here, pull my shirt up a little bit so that you can see what I'm talking about. So this structure here, huge bone structure called your pelvic bone, okay? And it essentially pivots forward and backward on your hips, okay? So notice I can pull it forward and my glutes kind of come back and my hips push back, okay? Or I can push it under. See how that actually changes? My upper body and my lower body aren't really moving. It's just my pelvic bone turning forward and back. So again, this is a good thing for you to try. Look at yourself in the mirror. See if you can actually manipulate your pelvic bone forward and back. If it's something you've never paid attention to, it's going to feel a little strange. You might not have very good control of those muscles yet, but we'll work on it. Okay, so a lot of people stand with their pelvis forward. Typically, our lower back muscles are stronger than our glutes or our abs. Imagine you're standing at the DC, you're going to stand like this, right? Okay? With your hips popped, especially if we're girls, I'm going to just be honest, you know, you like to have your hip popped out, okay? But that kind of misaligns your hip structure, okay? So you want it to be back center, and if you're here, these muscles in your lower back will get very tight, and that is how you'll get injured, okay? So if you use your glutes to actually push down, relax those lower back muscles, and use your lower abs, again, muscles that we don't use nearly often enough, to pull up in the front, okay? You'll now notice everything is fairly flat, okay? This is very crucial when we start using our legs for knees and kicks in Turbokick, okay? So, notice, if I'm gonna do a front push and my hips are back, it's gonna feel very awkward, and I'll probably hurt my hamstring, and I'll probably hurt my lower back, okay? And you don't have a lot of balance, okay? If you bring your hips under, sit back on your heels, you have a lot more stability to kick. And notice, no pressure is on my lower back. It's all coming from my glutes, okay? So, very crucial. Pay attention to where those hips are. I'll remind you, but you gotta be checking yourself too, okay? Deal? Deal. All right, now that we've covered that, we're gonna move on to our knees. Several different ones. Keeping those hips underneath you is a great place to start. Keeping your knees soft, all right? So the first knee is up to the front, okay? With your knee coming up to your opposite shoulder, okay? And you kind of row your arms as if you're rowing a canoe, okay? But you're gonna row on one side, then you're gonna row on the other. So you row this way, notice my knee comes up, then you row this way, notice my knee comes up to the other side. We did this in the warm-up, okay? Or if only one arm rows, that's fine too, okay? So, look at me from the side. Where are my hips, where are my glutes? Okay? Notice my hips are underneath me. My bottom knee is soft. If my knee is straight, less balance, less likelihood of having your hips forward, okay? So, forward, reset, forward, reset, forward, okay? Every single one of these is a crunch of the abs, okay? So really activate those lower abs we were just talking about as your knee comes up to the opposite shoulder, okay? So we call that a knee with a row. The second one is called a front knee strike, okay? So instead of striking to the opposite shoulder, you're going to strike to the front, slightly slightly to the outside, okay? Notice my hips are underneath me, my abs are crunched, and I'm pulling my heel as close to my glutes as they can go, okay? So, not here, here. Squeeze those glutes. That'll activate your hamstrings and calves, all right? So, strike, strike, okay? Strike. I talked about in the warm-up, breaking something over your knee, okay? That's what we're talking about. Strike, and strike, and strike. Squeeze those abs, press your glutes up, okay? Look at me from the side. Strike, strike, okay? Power comes from your glutes and abs. The third one is a side knee. We often do these in repeaters, okay? So we did this in the warm-up, 8 knees on one side, okay? This one comes up to the side. You squeeze your obliques, you grab someone really tall on their shoulders, and you bring them down as if you're gonna hit their face on your knee. Kind of violent, but you get the idea, okay? So, really high and down. Notice my elbow comes behind my hip, okay? If you dig that elbow down behind your hip, that will activate your obliques, crunch your abs a little bit further. Again, squeeze your heel up against your glutes. So 8, 7, 6, 5, check that elbow, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay? And on the other side, keeping your knee soft, it's 8, 7. Crunch those abs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Those are the basic knees. We add some on, do some different combinations of things, but that's a good place to start. Let's try with some music. Ready? Just some jacks to get ourselves back moving. Arms all the way up, squeeze them down. You can always just step. Okay? Couple more. Come on. Woo! 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 We have it. We're gonna start front side. Come on. Straight to the front. Squeeze your glutes. Break something over your knee. Keep your bottom knee soft. Crunch your abs. Look at me from the side. Crunch, 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 crunch. Come on, break it. Power comes through from your upper body. Crunch those abs. You're ready to make a row. Row, 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 row. Okay, notice. Knees now coming towards the opposite shoulder. Keep crunching. Come on. We got it. Stay with it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Step touch. Breather. All right. Side on the right. 8, 7, 6. Dig that elbow behind your hip. Other side. Good. Come on, dig in. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 4, 3, 2. Other side. 4, 3, 2. Back to 4. 4, 3, 2. Last side. 4, 3, 2. Step touch. Good work. How'd we do? If that was hard, go back, watch the breakdown again. My timing wasn't perfect. It never will be. So, have some grace for yourself as you have grace for me, okay? But you see how those different moves feel differently, using slightly different muscle groups, as you're doing this for yourself in front of your mirror. See if you can do the 3 different types of knees and feel what different muscles are being used. It's slight, but there are differences, okay? So that's your goal for today. Just do that for yourself. All right, we're gonna put some punches and some knees together. Here we go. Shake it out. Here we go. We're gonna start. Left foot forward. Give me a big shoulder roll up, back and down. Guard up. Jab, cross, hook up. Here we go. Jab, cross, hook, up. Jab, cross, hook, up. Pivot on that back foot. Crunch into that uppercut. Come on, crunch it. Woo! All right, we're transitioning. Front knee, knee, knee. You strike. Okay. Slightly to the outside. Squeeze your heel up. Bring something over that front knee. Good. 8 knees. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Other side. 8. Squeeze your side. Come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step touch. Good. Same thing on the other side. Left foot front now. You're on your toes. Big shoulder roll back. Realign your spine. Jab, cross, hook up. Here we go. Jab, cross, hook up. If you start to get tired, breathe. Don't let your form suffer. You can do more than you think. Ready for those knees? Knee, knee. Come on. Break something over your knee. Break it, break it, break it. 8 knees, here we go. 8, 7. You can hold your side to feel those obliques working. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Jack it out. Yeah. Okay, take it out. We're not done. Okay, back to the other side. Jab, cross, hook up. Jab, cross, hook up. Come on. Breathe through it. Couple more. Jab, cross, hook, crunch. Good. Row it. Row, 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 row. So notice, these are now to the opposite shoulder. Press your hips forward. Good. 8 knees, here we go. 8, 7, you can hold your side. Feel those obliques working. Other side, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Jack it out. We gotta do the same thing on the other side. Hang in there. Step touch. Get yourself ready. Left foot front. Jab, cross, hook up. Here we go. Hook up. Hook up. Come on, get those shoulders back and down. I always need to remind myself of that too. Couple more. 2. And 1. Knees, here we go. Cross. Come on. Cross to the opposite shoulder. Row it. Rapid water's coming. Use those obliques. Use those biceps. 8 knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Other side, we're there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Jack it out. Woo! 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step touch. Good job. Drop some water. All right. We're sweating, we're breathing hard. That's good. If that was really hard for you, that's okay. Hang in there. The whole first part of this class is about building up that cardiovascular endurance. This can feel pretty intimidating for people, so take it at your own pace. Stop, use those breakdowns. Do it in front of the mirror. If you only get through a portion of the workout the first time, that's okay. But I encourage you to push yourself a little bit further each time. Okay, so the second part of what we are doing, especially at the beginning here, is building up muscle strength. We worked on the cardiovascular endurance. Now we're going to get those muscles ready and built for the work that we have to do. Okay, we're going to do some squats. I encourage you, if you feel more comfortable, have a chair close by. Okay, that way you can hold on to the chair. Okay, as you sit down, that will help just with your balance. Or you stand in front of your chair and you tap down into the chair. Okay, lots of options that you can do for modifications. But the most important thing is that you're pressing your hips back far enough. Okay, I am going to show you with the chair. Okay, so Feet just wider than hip width apart. Knees soft. You grab onto your chair if you have one, okay? And you press your hips back. Notice, I can lift my toes up, aided by the chair, of course, but I could even if I wasn't holding on to it, okay? That's because all of the pressure is in my heels. I'm pressing my hips towards the back of the room. My knees do not come past my toes. If you look down and you can't see your toes, your knees are way too far forward. So press those hips back, okay? Imagine I was standing behind you, or a friend or someone was standing behind you, holding on to your hips right here and pulling them back. Okay? Pull, 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 pull. As far back as they can go. Okay? My head is in line with my spine. My shoulders are back and down. None of this. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Okay? You don't have to go very low. Here and up. Okay? Hold on to the chair if it's helpful for you. Otherwise, you're with me. Hips, shoulder width apart. Shoulder rolls back. Here we go. Down slow. Down, slow, and up, slow. Press in your hips back and press into your heels. Don't have to go super low. Okay, keeping your balance is more important. Okay, something I often see, keep going, is your knees come in. Woo! None of that. Pull them out. Pull them out. They want to be in line with your toes, same direction. Okay? Lots to think about, I know. Pressing those hips back. Okay, can we go down and hold? Down, hold. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Pull your hips back a little bit further. Pull your shoulders down. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Come on, squeeze your hip flexors. Little pulses, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come on back up. Woo, shake it out. Shake it out. Okay, now step your feet a little bit wider. Down and up. Down and up. Your hips are still pressing back. Your knees should be pressing out so they're in the same direction as your toes. Squeeze in your glutes. Look at me from the side. Okay, press down and lift. If it's too fast for you, take it half time. Okay? But again, knees, don't let them sink in. You can even have them right here if that's helpful. Okay, last one. Down and hold. Hold. Okay, these holds are good for form checks. Are your glutes squeezed? Is your belly button pulled in? Are your hips back? Are your knees out? Are you breathing? Keep breathing. Let's pulse, come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Holy moly. Okay, we're not quite done. All right, we did squats. Let's do some lunges. Lunges, even more than squats. I see people doing them wrong all the time. So if you are a squat and lunge expert, still listen to what I'm saying. See if you can tweak your form a little bit. I'm always tweaking my form. I'm always looking at myself in the mirror, seeing, are my hips in alignment? Are my knees going past my toes? Are my shoulders back and down? Always somewhere to improve. All right, I don't have a lot of space going this way, so I'm gonna do it to the side. My right foot is in front, okay? My left foot is back. Okay, so a couple things that I see all the time. The first one, if your feet are not far enough apart, you're gonna come down here, and either you're gonna go forward and your knee, look where it is, past your toe, or you're gonna get your hips all out of alignment trying to keep that knee back. So step your back foot back a little further, so that when you go down, your knee is right over your ankle, and this knee goes straight down to the ground in line with your hip. Okay? That's the first thing that I want you to pay attention to. The second thing, you gotta keep this heel up. People like to put their heel down, bringing their foot to the side. Then when they drop their knee is not going in the right direction. You're gonna hurt yourself. Get your heel off the ground so that you drive your knee down and you're on your toe. Okay? That's the second thing. The third thing, if your hips are back, like we talked about in class, you're gonna lean forward, okay? And your alignment's gonna be funky, okay? So push your hips forward, feel the stretch in your hip flexor. Drive your knee down. Everything should be one straight line, okay? My head is over my shoulders, which are over my hips, which is over my knee. Okay? Press those glutes forward. Okay? The fourth thing. I am gonna have to do this way. Your feet should not be straight one in front of the other as if you were on a balance beam. Okay? It'll be really hard to balance that way. So, have your feet under your hips and step your foot straight back so that they're the same distance apart. Okay? That will just allow for a lot more mobility and balance. Again, hold on to the back of that chair if that's helpful. You don't have to go down so low. Let's give it a try. Okay? So, check all those things. Your hips are forward. Your back is straight. Head is in line with your spine. Feet hip distance apart. Heel off the ground, toe pointing towards the front. When you come down, this knee is making a 90-degree angle. Straight over your ankle. This knee, 90-degree angle, right under your hip. Here we go. Down and lift. Down and lift. Okay. The purpose of today is to focus on all of those things we just talked about. There's a lot to keep in mind. Okay? Okay, down and hold. Hold. Check your form. Front knee. Back knee. Back heel up. Hips forward. Back is flat. Hips forward. Let's pulse. 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 Oh my goodness. Glutes and quads. Hello. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Good work. We gotta do it on the other side. Okay? Woo! So step your left foot in front, or whichever one you didn't have. Okay? Quick check. You're down. 90-degree angles. Both toes pointing towards the front. Both knees making 90-degree angles. Pressing your hips forward. Feet hip distance apart. Shoulders back and down. Your form is good. We're ready to go. Here we go. Take a breath. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. I encourage you, try this in front of a mirror. Okay? Look at those 90-degree angles. You gotta be sure your front knee is not going past your toe. Your head should go straight down, straight up, not forward and back. Up and down. Up. Okay? Uh-oh, we're gonna run out of music. Keep going. Good. All right, the music stops, we down and hold. Hold. Oh, good. Okay, check your form again. Always good to check your form. Nothing slipping. 90-degree angles. Hips forward. You ready to pulse? Here we go. Or down and down. Driving your back knee towards the ground. Tiny little movements. Everything hurts. I know it. Come on. Don't let your back heel go. Keep it up. We have 8 more. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Oh yeah. Quick stretch of the quads. Good work. And switch. We're almost done, I promise. Last, but certainly not least, we gotta do some abs, okay? Another thing we'll work on a lot is push-ups, but not today. We're gonna end with some core, okay? So, do your best. I'll give you modifications for everything. Just try to get through it. Just have a minute or two, okay? You're going to roll all the way back. Little crunches, up and down, up and down. Head resting in your hands, okay? Shoulder blades pulling up off the ground. Imagine there's a string coming from your chest straight to the ceiling. Come on. Keep going. Up and down. Shoulder blades pulling off the ground. Elbows stay nice and wide. Very good. Pulse to the top. 3, 2, hold it up and down. 3, 2, hold it up and down. 3, 2, hold it up and down. 3, 2, 7 at the top. Come on. 7, 6, Again, we go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, 2 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, hold, up, and down. Come on. Hold it up, hold, 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 relax. Woo! Okay, we're gonna keep crunching, but this time, walk your heels in. You're going to curl your glutes off the ground. That adds your lower abs. So watch as you curl your shoulder blades off, your glutes curl off. Okay, so curl, pressing your heels into the ground, shortening the distance between your rib cage and your pelvic bone. Okay, just try a couple at your own pace here. All right, here we go. Come on. Up and down. Up and down. Pull your shoulder blades off the ground. Roll your glutes off the ground. These are tiny little movements, but you should feel it. Up and down. Come on. Keep breathing. Keep curling. Up and down. Up and down. If you need to modify, just do your glutes. Okay? Get those lower abs going. Pulse 3. Come on. 3, 2, hold, and lower. 3, 2, hold, and down. 3, 2, hold. You know what's coming. Come on, we can do it. 7 at the top. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. One more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and lower. Lengthen all the way out. Pull your shoulder blades down. Reach your fingertips as far from your toes as they can go. Good. Good job. All right, we're on the ground. Let's stay on the ground. Let's start with a hurdler stretch. One foot comes in towards the center. The opposite foot comes out. And you reach up and over, keeping both hips on the ground. Hand can be on your knee, at your toe, anywhere in between. You're stretching your side. Deep breaths. Heart rate should be coming down since we've now been doing some work on the floor. And reach up. Now turn your chest towards your foot and reach forward, trying to keep your head in line with your spine. Okay, again, knee, shin, toe, wherever your flexibility allows comfortably. Do not overstretch. You did great today. First full workout. It was a doozy, but you did great. Hang in there. Switch sides. Reach up and over. As always, let me know if you have any questions, need anything else broken down, or just go back and watch those videos. Check out the glossary, the photo glossary on Canvas. That should help with some of the movements. Reach up and chest towards your foot. Deep inhales in through your nose and out through your mouth as you stretch. Very good. And now feet can either be together in the front, one foot in front, or one on top of the other. And you reach up and over. Just stretch forward. If you can rest your elbows on the ground, trying to keep your head in line with your spine. Good, and breathe up. Open up your chest, pulling your elbows back, hands behind your head. Good, and switch sides. Breathe up and over. You can either just relax here or elbows can be down on the ground. You should feel this in your hips and glutes. And breathe up. Hands behind your head, squeezing your shoulder blades back and down, opening up your chest. Very good. And come onto your knees. One foot in front of the other. Press your hip forward, okay? This stretched up Trust is your hip flexor right here. If this is uncomfortable on your knee, you can lift your knee up or put a pillow underneath it. Okay, but really drop your hips down towards the ground. Never letting your front knee go past your front toe. Stretch that hip flexor. If you'd like, you can turn towards your front knee. Okay, that just kind of opens it up a little bit further. And press your hips back. Walk your hands down towards the ground, towards your foot. Toe stays pointed. And now flex that foot. That will stretch your calves. We always want to stretch our calves really well. Tight calves can cause or be a contributor to shin splints. Okay, so be sure we stretch our calves since we're doing a lot of hopping on our toes. Very good. And switch sides. Opposite knee forward. Drop your hips. Really press into that hip flexor. Keep breathing. If you want, you turn towards that front knee. And press your hips back. Keep your toe pointed. Hands can be on your knee or down by your foot or anywhere in between. As much as you're tempted to, never skip cooling down and stretching. Okay? If you're running out of time and you have to skip something, skip the abs or the core. Okay? Ideally, you're doing the whole thing. Okay, but never skip the cool down. Good. And flex your foot. Stretch your calves.